Welcome back, and we apologize about the early internet issues we're already having out here at the Center Lady Riders softball field. Lady Hornets strike first and strike quick. Foundren got herself on a base hit with a single out to center field. Tori Horton then lines one out in between the gap between left center field. Tried to go for three, got thrown out at third, but not before the run is scored by Foundren. So Lady Hornets strike first, leading 1-0 over the Lady Riders, where the JV Lady Hornets also got a solid victory here and turned on that one just a little quick. There was Latham, and it goes foul over the fence. So again, we do apologize about that internet outage, but hopefully we should be all good from here. One can hope. Pitch is on the way, hits the gap in center field, and, well, I thought it was a gap, but right actually to the player, and that'll be out number 2. All right, so 2 outs on the board. Nobody on. Lady Hornets lead 1-0 over the Lady Riders. Up to bat now, Marshall. First pitch on the way is going to be low for ball 1 for Marshall. Marshall playing first tonight. Marshall gets set. Here's the 1-0 pitch, and that one's going to hit the dirt too, make it 2 balls, no strikes, 2 outs, nobody on. Again, Lady Hornets coming off of a tournament over in San Marcos, where they went, I think, 3-3 if I did my math right. Won the first one as well as the last 2. So played a total of 6 games. Right now, 2 balls, no strikes for Marshall. Here's the 2-0 pitch, and just a bit upstairs for ball 3. Three balls, no strikes, nobody on. Here's the pitch on the way, and right down the middle for strike 1. Marshall awaits the pitch, swung on, hitting to center field. Center field going back and cannot make the grab. It hits the wall. Marshall turning for 2, standing double for Taylor Marshall. So 2 outs on the board, runner on second, and now the big swinger and Kaylin Williams, the center fielder, up to bat for the Lady Hornets. Williams watches the first pitch go by as it's a little high for ball 1. Here's second pitch. That's going to be low and inside for ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes, 2 outs. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Swung on, hit deep into right field, and that's going to be foul as it hits the fence. Kalen Williams just a little bit late on that one. Gets a little more ahead of it. That could have been a deadly hit. So now 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs, runner on second. As Kalen Williams gets set for the pitch. And that one's going to hit right at home plate for ball 3. Three balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Here's the 3-1 delivery. High and outside for ball 4. Williams will get walked. So runners now on first and second with 2 outs on the board. And now Lauren Gee, number 16, the shortstop, up to bat for the Lady Hornets. Gee takes the first pitch by as it's inside for ball 1. First pitch went by as a ball. Lady Riders trying to get out of this top of the first. Swung on, hit well in between the gap, left center field. That's going to bring home 2 runs. Gee turning for 2, going for 3 now is Gee. Couldn't hit the cutoff man, and an RBI triple for Lauren Gee makes the score 3-0 in the top of the first. So KK Nelson now up to bat. Trying to keep the hot bats going are the Lady Hornets. Two outs on the board. Swung on. Slow roller. Third base grabs it. Throw to first is picked up and grabbed for out number 3. So the Lady Riders able to finally get out of this inning. But not before the damage is done. Lady Hornets lead the Lady Riders 3-0 headed into the bottom of the first. Alrighty, and welcome back to the Hudson Athletic YouTube broadcast. We are here at the Lady Riders Softball Complex. Lady Hornets lead 3-0, striking quick and striking early as they lead 3-0 over the Lady Riders. Number 11 now up to bat for the first batter for the Lady Riders. First pitch on the way, hits dead center for strike one. Fondren, the pitcher for the Lady Hornets tonight. Fondren, excuse me. Second pitch along the way, rolls to the shortstop. Throw to first is in time for out number one. So get all that written down. Number 2 now up to bat for the Lady Riders, with one out on the board. Here's the first pitch, and it's going to be a little low for ball one. One ball, no strike for number 2. Second pitch along the way, low again for ball 2. Two balls, no strikes, and that's going to hit for strike number 1 against number 2. Here's the 2-1. Swung on, hit over to second base, throw to first in time for out number 2. All right, next batter up. Cannot see the jersey number just yet. And we'll take the first pitch for strike 1. It is number 22. She watches strike 1 go by. No balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Second pitch along the way, strike 2. Fondren finds herself way ahead in the count. And no balls and 2 strikes. Fondren, anything you want here, get her to swing at it. And that is going to hit between second and first. Rolls all the way out to right field. And it will be a base hit for number 22, the first hit of the game for the Lady Riders. And I believe either number 8 or number 0 is now up to bat for the Lady Riders. So runner on first, 2 outs on the board. First pitch goes for strike 1. Throw to first is off the mark. And it will allow the runner to advance to second. So it is number 8 up to bat right now for the Lady Riders. Next pitch, hit deep, and that is out of here. See you later. And the Lady Riders, just like that, are right back in this ball game with a 2-run blast from number 8. My goodness. And from what I can tell, I think her name is Riley. And this game is a one-run game. Lady Hornets lead 3-2. Up to bat, number 9, I believe, for the Lady Riders. Still 2 outs on the board. Lady Hornets did most of their damage with 2 outs on the board, and now so have the Lady Riders. So 2 balls to start out for number 9. Fondren trying to get out of this inning. Swung on, fouled back for strike 1. Getting set, 2 balls, 1 strike. Here's the delivery. Swung on, fouled back and out of play. As that one goes straight behind us. And it evens up the count at 2. 2-2. 2 balls, 2 outs, 2 strikes. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Upstairs, full count now between Fondren and number 9. Lady Hornets trying to get out of this inning. Here's the full count delivery. Swung on and fouled back. Number 9 staying alive for the Lady Riders. Three balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Swung on, popped straight up into foul territory, and the grab is made for out number 3. So Lady Hornets get out of the inning. Lady Riders gets a run on the board. Score 3-2 in favor of the Lady Hornets. We're headed to the top of the second. And welcome back to the Hudson Athletic YouTube broadcast. Lady Riders taking on the Lady Hornets. We are here in center country as now number 17 and Grace Hamill up to bat for the Lady Hornets. Hamill leading things off here in the top of the second. Score 3-2 in favor of the Lady Hornets. Hamill takes the inside pitch for ball 1. Hamill gets set. Here's the pitch. Outside, ball 2. Here's the pitch. And watches that one go by for strike 1. Here's the pitch, swung on, and popped up to deep infield, and the grab is made for out number 1. Matty Ulrich now at the bat for the Lady Hornets, number 7, playing third. Here's the first pitch to Ulrich, outside and low for ball 1. One out on the board. Ulrich gets set. Gets the pitch called out, and here we go. Swung on, rolled over to shortstop, throw to first in time for round number 2. And now back to the top of the lineup. Fondren, the pitcher tonight for the Lady Hornets, back up to bat. Fondren, her last time up, got a single as she hit it out to center field. And that's upstairs for ball 1. One ball, no strikes for Fondren. Swung on this time, hit the gap between left and center field. And Fondren turns the corner, turns for 2. And Fondren gets herself a standing double. So Fondren gets the first hit of the game for the Lady Hornets and now gets the first hit here in the top of the second. She leads things off with the double. 2 outs on the board. Tori Horton back up to bat. She almost had herself a triple. She would have been safe with the double. But takes strike 1 here. She got herself an RBI her last time up. No balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Here's the pitch, and swung a little early. And Horton now finds herself in a little bit of a hole at 0-2. Left fielder for the Lady Hornets. Horton got to protect the plate here. No balls, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch way upstairs for ball 1. One-two pitch, swung on and foul down the first base line. And Horton still protecting the plate. Count stays the same at 1-2. Fondren over at second. Trying to get another run on the board for the Lady Hornets. Here's the 1-2. Horton swung on, and this time a little bit early as it goes foul over the left field fence. Third base fence, I should say, but nonetheless, the count stays at 1-2. Horton fighting to stay alive at bat here. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner on second. Horton swings and hits it all the way out to center field. That's going to score another run. So Horton gets back-to-back RBIs for herself. This time is safe on base with it. And that makes our score now 4-2. Still 2 outs on the board. That's when both teams have done their damage, is when 2 outs have been on the board. Swung on, foul back. It makes connection with the fence. And it will be strike number 1 for Taylor Latham. Latham flew out to center field her last time up. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Upstairs for ball 1. Count evened up to 1-1 again. Latham, her last time up, flew out to center field. Here's the pitch. Upstairs once again for ball 2. Here's the pitch. Latham hits that one well, but underneath it is the right fielder for out number 3. It was a solid hit, just right to the right fielder for out number 3. Lady Hornets will head into the bottom of the second, putting 1 run up on the board as they now lead 4-2. And welcome back. Lady Hornets lead 4-2 as the Lady Riders retake the plate. As Foundrin throws it in for the first pitch for strike 1. Second pitch on the way, upstairs, ball 1. Number 14 up to bat for the Lady Riders. Here's the pitch, swung on, missed for strike 2. Foundrin ahead in the count. No, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's the 1-2 delivery, swung on and missed. And that'll be actually the very first strikeout of tonight's game, and it is by Foundrin as she sends number 14 walking back. Foundrin looking at the pitch call, and here it is. And just a little upstairs for ball one. Number 6 up to bat now for the Lady Riders. Here's the pitch, and just a bit inside, ball 2. Plenty of events going on today. Softball and I think soccer is going on over there at the center Rough Rider field. 2 balls, no strikes, 1 out. Upstairs, ball 3. Foundrin just trying to find the strike zone right now. Here's the 3-0 pitch. Swung on and missed. I think that would have been ball 4. Number 6 just trying to rip it here. Here's the 3-1 pitch. And that's going to be foul back. It was 3 balls, no strikes. And now we sit with a full count. 1 out on the board. Here's the full count pitch. And that's going to be hit right back up the middle. Grab is made by the shortstop. Throw to first is in time for out number 2. Great job by the Lady Hornets infield there. And cannot see the jersey number quite yet of who's up to bat for the Lady Riders. Upstairs, ball 1. I believe it's going to be number 20. Swung on, missed. Evens up the count at 1-1. Here's the 1-1 pitch. And it's going to be hit right down the middle for strike 2. Feel free to share this stream league with your friends who may want to watch into the Hudson Athletic YouTube broadcast. You never know when there's somebody that may love Hudson softball that just doesn't know about it yet. And that's going to go right down the middle for strike 3. And she's going to go down looking for the second strikeout of the game for Foundrin, coming in the last 3 batters. So Lady Hornets see 3 up, 3 go down. And the Lady Hornets lead 4-2 as we head into the top of the 3rd. Alrighty, and welcome back. Lady Hornets lead 4-2 as they retake the plate. And leading things off is going to be number 10 in Marshall. Pitching change for the Lady Riders. Now pitching on the mound is number 2. If I'm not mistaken, I think she was over at first beforehand. But I could be wrong. Don't quote me on it. Her first pitch of the ball game will fit in for ball 1. Second pitch on the way. Low and inside, ball 2. Marshall, her last time up, looks like hit the gap between center and right field and had herself a double. Swung at that one, barely tipped it. It'll go down as strike 1. Here's the 2-1 pitch. And that's going to be low for ball 3. Three balls, 1 strike, nobody out. And that will be ball number 4 as Marshall will take her base over at first. And now back up to bat, Kaylin Williams, the left-handed hitter. Williams, her last time up, got walked herself, and that's going to be outside for ball 1. And that one's grounded out over to second base. Throw to first, not there. But it will get the leadoff runner for round number 1. Now up to bat, Lauren Gee, the shortstop for the Lady Hornets, as she takes ball 1. Lauren Gee, her last time up, had a RBI triple, it looks like, bringing home 2 runs. Good eye on that one. That's going to be ball number 2. Two balls, no strikes. Lauren Gee up to bat. Swings at that one. It's going to be popped up behind the plate. And that'll be strike 1 against Gee. Two balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Kaylin Williams standing over at first. Grounded out to the second baseman who tossed it over to second to get the leadoff runner. 2-1 pitch, swung on, hit in the gap between left and center field. Kaylin Williams turns second. Williams turns third, headed for home. And we'll get safe at home standing up. And Lauren Gee with an RBI double. So now we got to get all that written down. So a double there by Gee. Only 1 out on the board. And it brings up KK Nelson. So 1 ball for Nelson. Gee over standing at second. Second pitch a little high for ball 2. And inside for ball 3. Right now, the Rough Riders, or Lady Riders, struggling to find the strike zone. And here we go. 3 balls, no strikes. Pitches upstairs for ball 4. And KK Nelson will get walked, and she will head her way over first. So runners now on first and second with Grace Hamill up to bat. Hamill 0 for 1 so far tonight. Lady Hornets lead 5-2. Pitches down low for ball 1. Here's the 1-0 pitch. And Hamill rips that one out to right field. And Hamill will get herself an RBI single, bringing home Lauren Gee. So Lady Hornets keeping the pressure on the Lady Riders. Runners stay at first and second. Lady Hornets now lead 6-2. One out on the board. Bunt is shown, pulled it back. Runners do not go, and it'll be ball number 1 for Maddie Ulrich. Maddie Ulrich, the third baseman for the Lady Hornets. Grounded out over to shortstop her last time up. Looking to get on base here. Bring some runners home. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Bunt shown again and swung at this one, and it will find the gap. It will bring home 1 run. The fake bunt and the hit by Ulrich. All the Lady Riders had come swarming in for the ball. And Ulrich, just a slow roller out to shallow outfield, will bring home another run. Runners still on first and second. Lady Hornets lead 7-2. And that one's popped up. Grab is made for out number 2. Runner tags and is safe over at third. Still trying to get, and that was Fondren, I believe. Still trying to get everything written down from Ulrich. So Fondren got out there for out number 2, advancing the runners, or a runner. Runner goes, runner comes home, ball past the catcher and is safe at home. So runner advances to second, and the other runner advances home for the Lady Hornets now lead 8-2, and now they have their highest scoring inning at 4 over the Lady Riders of tonight. And that'll fit in for strike 1 against Tori Horton. And almost trying to take one there, but it'll be ball number 2. Lady Riders trying to desperately get out of this inning. Horton hits it over to first. The grab is made for out number 3. Lady Hornets do some damage here in the top of the third. They now lead 8-2. Lady Hornets now lead 8-2 over the Center Lady Riders. Almost got back to the original hitter of the last inning who started it off. Just one hitter away from doing so. But now the Lady Riders back up to bat. Number 3 will lead things off for Center for her first time up. Fondren still in the circle for the Lady Hornets. First pitch on the way, swung at, fouled back for strike 1. No balls, 1 strike. Here's the second pitch. Goes right down the middle for strike 2. Fondren, next pitch, strikes the batter out. Goes down swinging for out number 1. Fondren has struck out 3 of her last 4 batters. And it looks like we return to the top of the lineup. Number 11, who grounded out her last time up. Bunt is shown, pulled it back. That'll fit inside for strike 1. Fondren. And with the off-speed pitch, gets number 11 to swing at it for strike 2. Great pitch there by Fondren. No balls, 2 strikes. Fondren ahead in the count. Here's the 0-2. And nice pitch by Fondren for strikeout number 2 here in the top of the 3rd. Nobody on, 2 outs. Number 2 now up to bat. And it looks like she grounded out to second her last time up. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be right on the edge of the strike zone there for strike number 1. No balls, 1 strike. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be fouled back for strike 2. It is the pitcher up to bat right now for the Lady Riders. And the batter backs out of the batter's box, and we will get reset. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Off-speed pitch hits the plate for ball 1. That is just the first ball thrown this inning so far. Struck out 2 batters. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's the 1-2. Upstairs evens up the count at 2-2. Here's the 2-2 pitch. And hits the inside edge for strike number 3. 3 batters up, 3 batters struck out by Avery Fondren. And she's had two great back-to-back innings. 3 up, 3 down in the last inning and this inning with making now 4 straight strikeouts. So Lady Hornets headed to the top of the fourth, leading 8-2. And welcome back. Lady Hornets lead 8-2. Taylor Latham will lead things off as she crushes one into right field. And the right fielder just able to get underneath it for out number 1. First pitch, great hit by Latham. Just couldn't quite make it to the ground in time. So 1 out on the board. Now up to bat, Marshall, who got walked her last time up. Here's the pitch. Down low in the dirt for ball 1. Here's the 1-0 pitch in the dirt for ball 2. Swung on, fouled back. Makes her count now 2-1. Marshall, her very first at bat, had herself a double. I believe it was a standing double. She hit it down to center field. Like I said, her last time up, she got walked, but now faces a 2-1 count. And a good eye to make it now 3-1. Here's the 3-1 pitch. And she's going to hit that one into center field. Cannot make the grab. And Marshall will be safe over at first. So now back up to bat, Kaylin Williams. Williams, her last time up. Got the leadoff runner thrown out at second. Williams shows bunts it straight down. Williams cannot outrun the throw and thought about turning 3. And Marshall somehow able to get safe back at second. I think she had to use every inch of her length there to be able to reach back to the bag for that one. So now Lauren Gee up to bat for the Lady Hornets. First pitch on the way. Gee watches it go by for strike one. Gee, her last time up, got an RBI to make the score 5-2. And that one's going to roll in the dirt for ball one. So Gee tonight has had back-to-back RBIs. The very first one was a RBI that brought in 2 runners, and then her last time was an RBI that I believe only brought in 1 to make our score 5-2. But now, since then, the Lady Hornets have scored 3 more runs as they now lead 8-2. Runner on second, 2 outs on the board. 2 balls, 1 strike, swung on, foul back and out of play. So Gee sits at 2 balls, 2 strikes. Runner on second with 2 outs. That's a bunch of 2s. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner on second, and Lady Hornets lead 8-2. Here's the full count pitch, and it will get past the catcher. Runner will advance over to third. As that was ball number 4 for Lauren Gee. Runners now stand at first and third with 2 outs on the board. Now up to bat is going to be KK Nelson, the designated hitter. She got walked her last time up. And watch the first pitch go by for strike one. Nelson gets set at the plate. Here's the 0-1 pitch. And watches that one hit the outside edge. Nelson now has to protect the plate as she sits behind 0-2. 2 outs, runners on first and third. Nelson, 0-2 pitch, protects the plate, hits the gap, brings 1 runner home. Turning for third, and falling out down at third will be safe. And the RBI single by KK Nelson. Makes our score now 9-2. Grace Hamill now up to bat for the Lady Hornets. Runner still at first and third. Hamill swings at the first pitch. Gets past the third baseman. Rolls all the way out to left field. And Hamill will get an RBI single. Makes our score now 10-2. Lady Hornets have the bats going right now. And like I said, seems like the majority of their scores are always coming with 2 outs on the board. Here's the pitch. Upstairs, ball 1. It is Maddie Ulrich up to bat for the Lady Hornets. Ulrich had herself an RBI single her last time up. Swings at that one, hits the gap, gets it out to center field, turning the corner, coming her way home, and she is going to be safe at home, trying to take third. Throw is off the mark, and runners will stay. So now runners sit at second and third. Lady Hornets lead 11-3 by the RBI by Maddie Ulrich. I think you call that a single, because that would have been considered a stolen base, I think. Still trying to learn all my terminology. But nonetheless, 11-2 in favor of the Lady Hornets. Back to the top of the order, and Fondren Fondren, the pitcher for the Lady Hornets last time up, got out over at first. Watch that one go by for ball number 2. Fondren gets set, swings at that one, slow roller. Fondren running to first, safe at first, brings in another run. Throw is off the mark. And they're going to call dead ball. Runner will take second. But nonetheless, now the Lady Hornets lead 13-2. They have scored 5 runs this inning. Brought home 2 runners. And Tori Horton now comes up to bat for the Lady Hornets. And pitcher lost the ball on that pitch. Don't think it counts as anything. Tori Horton now out to bat for the Lady Hornets. Swings on and tips it, but it'll be called strike 1. So no balls, 1 strike for Tori Horton. Upstairs, ball 2. Or ball 1, excuse me. One ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be low for ball number 2. Two balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Here's the 2-1 pitch. And Horton watches it go by to even up the count at 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner on second. Swung on, back up, all the way to the pitcher, and makes its way all the way to second base. Grab, throw to first, not in time. And it will advance the runner over to third. So runners now on first and third. We have made it all the way through the lineup. And Taylor Latham, excuse me, now back up to bat for the Lady Hornets. Latham watches the first pitch go by for strike 1. And she hits that one well into right field, and it's going to be foul. So Latham now sits behind the count at 0-2. Here's the pitch. Down low in the dirt for ball number 1. One ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Swung at that one, stays alive. He keeps the count at 1-2. 3 runs scored in the first inning. 1 run scored in the second. 4 scored in the third. And then 5 so far here in the fourth. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 out. Here's the 1-2 pitch upstairs for ball 2. Evens up the count at 2-2. Cold day here at the center fields. Both sides kind of bundled up, but the Lady Hornets on fire at the moment. And Latham will watch that pitch go by. First strikeout of the game for the Lady Riders. And that will retire the side. Lady Hornets lead 13-2 headed into the bottom of the fourth. And welcome back to the Hudson Athletic YouTube broadcast here at the Center Rough Rider and Lady Riders softball field. Right now, and it looks like the umpire will allow the player to have a quick chat with the coach. Number 22 up to bat for the Lady Riders. It looks like, not for sure what she did her last time. Oh, there we go. So she got herself safe with a base hit over out in right field and was able to steal second, I believe. But nonetheless, number 22 up to bat for the Lady Riders. Foundrin trying to pick up where she left off in the past 2 innings. Here's the pitch. Upstairs, popped up. And the grab will not be able to be made. But it will be strike one for number 22. When it swung at it, I think that would have been ball number one. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Swung on, hit out into right field, and just about mimics what she did the first time. And now they have a leadoff runner over at first. So now up to bat is going to be number 8, I believe, Riley. The only Lady Rider to get some runs on the board. She had a 2-run blast her last time up, and it started off just about like this one. Upstairs, ball one. One ball, no strikes. Hits the inside edge for strike one, evens up the count at 1-1. Besides her last batter, number 22, 5 strikeouts in the last 6 batters for Foundrin. And that one's hit into left field, back at the warning track, makes the grab for out number 1. Man, oh man, I think that was about half an inch from going over the wall. And Tori Horton making the grab out in left field. And some of the crowd saying she made the grab like she made the winning out for the World Series. It does keep a runner over at first with one out. First pitch on the way, inside and in the dirt for ball one. Number 9 now up to bat for the Lady Riders. One ball, no strikes, one out. Here's the pitch inside, about the same place, ball two. Here's the 2-0 pitch, swung on, grabbed by the third baseman, throw to first is in time for out number 2. So 2 outs on the board, runner on second now. Does it advance the runner? Coach and umpire checking something, but it looks like we're all cleared up now. And out to bat now, number 14 for the Lady Riders. Runner on second, 2 outs. I'm not for sure what that was about, but nonetheless, here we go. Here's the first pitch. Goes right down the middle for strike one. Runner on second. 13-2 is our score. Here's the pitch. Swung on. Not able to make the grab. Kind of hopped in the dirt. And the Lady Riders will get one more on the board. Makes our score 13-3. So the RBI single by number 14. Runner on first. Here's the pitch. Hits the inside edge for strike one. Number 6 up to bat for the Lady Riders. Second pitch. That one's hit. And no one's there. And it will be a base hit for number 6. Number 20 now up to bat for the Lady Riders. After going back-to-back 3 and outs for the Lady Riders, and now getting the bats going a little bit. Runners on first and second, right down the middle for strike one. And down low in the dirt, evens up the count at 1-1. One ball, one strike, 2 outs. Here's the 1-1 pitch. And that one's going to be hit right over to the shortstop. Grab is made for out number 3. Lady Riders do get some runs on the board to make the score, a run on the board to make our score 13-3. Lady Hornets coming up in the top of the 5th. They lead by 10. Alrighty, and welcome back as the Lady Hornets coming back up to bat. Leading things off is Marshall. Marshall got herself a base hit her last time up due to a dropped ball by the center fielder. And that is what helped lead things off for the Lady Hornets to score as many runs as they did in the fourth. That was 5 runs. Marshall swings at the first pitch, trying to outrun it, and throw to first will not be there, and Marshall gets herself safe over at first. First pitch is a hit. And now Kaylin Williams up to bat for the Lady Hornets. She grounded out her last time up. Williams gets set. Here's the first pitch. Williams swings on and splits between short and third. And Williams gets herself on base with a base hit. So Lady Hornets now lead 13-3 with runners on first and second, no outs. And now Lauren Gee up to bat for the Lady Hornets. Gee swings on, hits it high in between right and center. And the grab is made for out number 1. KK Nelson now up to bat for the Lady Hornets. Had an RBI her last time up to make the score 9-2. Could use another one of those here. Nelson gets set, watches the first pitch. Ball gets past the catcher. Runners will advance to second and third. And a ball 1 for Nelson. That one's going to be low and inside for ball 2. Two balls, no strikes, 1 out. Here's the pitch. That one swung on, hit well by Nelson, but getting under it is the right fielder. Cannot make the grab. 1 run will score. Here comes the second, and Kaylin Williams. And the RBI triple after the error is made out in right field by KK Nelson. And now up to bat is going to be number 6 in Riley Dixon as she watches strike 1 go by. Dixon swings on, fouls back. It'll be strike 2. Runner on third, 1 out. Dixon, good eye, as that one's low for ball 1. And that one's going to be outside, evens up the count at 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. And now the count is full at 3-2. Here's the pitch, swung on. Shortstop makes the grab, throw to first, not in time. And the RBI single by Riley Dixon. And her first plate appearance. Maddie Ulrich back up to bat for the Lady Hornets. Had an RBI single her last time up, made the score 11-2. And watches the first pitch go by for ball one. Here's the pitch, swung on, popped straight up. Second baseman barely has to move, makes the grab for out number two. So runner on first with 2 outs. Trying to see who's up to bat now. Number 8, so back to the top of the lineup in Fondren. Fondren swings, bounces off the catcher's helmet for strike one. Fondren had an RBI single her last time up, so made the score 13-2. Swings at that one. Slow roller in the dirt. Throw to first in time for out number 3. Lady Hornets get 3 more runs on the board, and they lead now 16-3 headed into the bottom of the 5th. What could be the final at bat for the Center Lady Riders? They trail 16-3. Don't quote me. I think the run rule is 10-run lead after 5 innings. I think that's the rule. Could be wrong. It's been a while since that's happened at a softball game I've been at. But nonetheless, it is number 3 coming up to bat for the Lady Riders in the bottom of their lineup. She struck out her last time up. Fondren takes her place in the circle. Here's the first pitch at the bottom of the 5th. Swung on, hit well. Kaylin Williams trying to get under it. Williams makes the grab out in left center field for out number 1. So 1 out now. As I believe we head back to the top of the lineup, number 11 is up to bat. Swung on over to second base. Grab is made. Throw to first in time for out number 2. And now number 2 up to bat for the Lady Riders. Struck out looking her last time up. Here's the pitch. Swung on. Hit into center field. Grab is made by Kaylin Williams. And 3 pitches thrown by Avery Fondren and 3 outs. What a way to end this ball game. Lady Hornets get a dominant victory over the Center Lady Riders, as Avery Fondren pitched an incredible game as well. Had herself, I believe, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 strikeouts in the matter of 6 batters. So great job by the Lady Hornets. They get the victory here on the road as they win 16-3. We'll see you guys next time on the Hudson Athletic YouTube broadcast.